Cool, so now we're going to look at more CSS selectors, and the next CSS selectors we're going to look at is love ha, I love to laugh, and then there's the focus selector, which to me is somewhat related. And so link, visited, hover, and active, these allow us to change stuff based upon how we're interacting or how the user's interacting with it. And so having them in that order, that's one of the most important things to know. Link, visited, hover, active, always list them in that order in your CSS because then they work well together. And let's just look at some examples to see them in action. So here is like the link. So there's a link, right? Anchor tag. And we could come over here and split vertically. And so we have link, visited, hover, active. And I've clicked on focus. I opened the wrong one. I'm going to start off with link up here. Boom, split vertically. Cool. So here are some anchor tags, and we have link, visited, hover, active. And the order matters. LVHA, love laughing, love ha. Okay, link, visited, hover, active, that's the mnemonic device. And you need to put them in that order. That's just the way CSS works. And so let's look to see what they do. So I bring this up, BMW, Pepsi, Ford, whoa, and I roll over. So that's the hover is red. So link is green, and hover is red, right? Hover is red. And visited, if I click on it and go there, BMW, right? And it takes me to BMW. So nice. But now I come back here to this page, it's blue, because I've visited that. And active is yellow. So when I click, boom, yellow. All right, so we've got 4 colors there. Link is green, hover is red, visited is blue, blue, and hover is that yellow? Hovers. We have link is green, visited is blue, right? Hover is red, and active is yellow. Active is yellow. Hover is red. Okay? So you've got love ha, and they have to be in that order. Link, visited, hover, active. And so visited code is going to be just the same. I'm just put it in there to be a space holder so you remember in your code organization there, LVH. And then hover, we could do hover not only with link, which we already saw that, but we could create divs. So we have a bunch of divs. And in my CSS, I have div hover and change the background color to green and the cursor to pointer. So look at that code for a second. So it's going to be background color red until I hover, and then I'll go green. So hover can be used for these things too. That's kind of cool. Almost looks like the beginnings of a game. Right? I could do that for a while. And so that's hover. So link, visited, hover can be used. Hey, let's use it on other elements. Hover over them, change them. And then active. So we saw that active with a link, but we could also use it with a form. All right. So here's active. Active is hot pink. And we look at the CSS on that. We have hover becomes this color, bright green, and active becomes fuchsia. Use it on a button. So hover and active. And then we have focus. And so what's the difference between focus versus active? So here's a little example I just built. So we have a button, buy now. And we have focus will be dark blue, and active will be goldenrod. So right now, that's the default color is light blue. It's just cornflower blue, okay, for that button. But watch what happens when I press tab on my key. It's going to gain focus. It became dark blue, right? I click, that now has focus, like my cursor is focused on that, or, right? And now when I click it, right, when it's active, it becomes goldenrod. So active becomes goldenrod. So that's the difference between focus and active. So on a form, right, when you click into a field, like that field then has the focus. So let's look at that. Like here is an element form. And as I tab through these, see that blue? Right? What gets focused tells me, oh, this is where I am on the form. So that's focus. And then active, if I wanted to make that active, I could make it active, make it change when I click. But focus is what has the focus. And we look at the CSS. Focus, cornflower blue. And see, the type submit has focus. Where else am I putting on cornflower blue? Type submit, cornflower blue, label. Where's my label getting its border? Label, display flex, display line items, form. I don't know why. Is that just default browser? So I'm going to change that, and I'm going to do label focus. And we'll change this to some wacky color. You sure? Why? I want border. Come on, man. I get my border. CSS label, change, border. That's exactly what I want. Input focus, label, border, label, border color, yellow, border color, border color, border red. Why is my label border not kicking up? And we have JavaScript. I don't know. Let's leave it at blue. And there's an unanswered question there. So that's focus and hover. And focus and active. Link visited, hover, active. Focus versus active. And then we have int child, which we'll look at in the next video. And some cool typography stuff. So your next ones are just link visited, hover, and active.